Hi, you, Kathleen here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm an animal communicator, intuitive guide, helping people heal from animal grief and learning animal communication and basically getting unstuck and on track. And I wanted to pop in here and talk a little bit about two aspects of learning animal communication. Because there's, a couple different purposes for animal communication. Sometimes we're wanting to dive into, what's going on with our fur babies, behavior stuff. Why are they behaving a certain way? Are they happy with their food? Kind of things like that. And when it comes to learning animal communication in general, it's not so much a magical tool that only the very few can figure out how to use, or we just happen to be born that way. I mean, I believe that some people are a little more intuitive than others, but on some level, we all have an intuition. And my cat is now here clicking on my computer screen. Anyway, so she loves to hang out while I'm going live. Anyway, but it's a matter of building our confidence, learning how to connect, the steps, and really trusting your intuition. And this is where I get into using guided meditation tools that actually help people to go deep to the subconscious level where they can really learn to connect and tap in and build the confidence and trust their intuition and trust the messages. So, those are kind of, the basic steps to building and learning animal communication. And for those of you who are thinking, oh, I could never do it, you'd be surprised because, again, we all have an intuition where, maybe we're driving down the road and we just get that feeling like maybe I shouldn't go in this direction. Then you find out, sure enough, there's a traffic jam or whatever other intuitive insights you get in your life around, decisions that you're making and maybe realizing it doesn't feel good. And then later you figure out why it didn't feel good. So we just don't realize how intuitive we humans can be. So this is why there's a process and a course to help you to really dig into that and learn to trust your intuition. Now, on another level, we may want to be communicating with animals that have crossed over. In other words, they're in spirit. Energy is energy. It can't be created or, gotten rid of in any way. It just changes form. So I always say our animals go from earth angels to spirit guides. And it's a phenomenal thing when we can tap into that. In that process, which I call animal angel communication, now we're like, especially if it's our own animal, we really need to work on things a bit deeper, so it's partly trusting our intuition and building our confidence and those types of things that we learn with, communicating with animals who are living. But when it comes to the ones who are in spirit, and especially if it's our own, we've really got to heal the guilt, heal the negative emotions we may be feeling, fill the hole in our heart. There's more steps involved because without that, all of those emotional things become blocks. And you may already be familiar with blocks if you've been doing mindset work, subconscious blocks, abundance blocks. We get blocked from things that have happened in the past, whether it's beliefs or emotional wounds or whatever that can keep us stuck from moving forward. So when it comes to really digging into the animal angel communication, we really want to go to a deeper level And it requires healing, like so many things in life, so many things we're learning in this life, or we're trying to move forward, and whether we have to get past our fears and beliefs or whatever. In this case, with animal angel communication, we want to get past the guilt, the remorse, and any other fears that may get in our way. Maybe we're fearful of the messages we're going to get, but I can tell you that the messages are positive. I've never yet had a negative message from animals because they have such positive, loving energy. And if you don't believe me, look at your dog who's wagging its tail. My dog, her whole body wags, over anything. It doesn't matter. And they're still like that, when they're in spirit. So this is the difference between communicating with live animals, and we're just talking about behavioral stuff, likes and dislikes and that sort of thing, and then really diving into on that spiritual level of animals that are in spirit. And I love getting the life lessons that they share as well. And for me, they often send me a song, and that's just awesome. But we really have to go deeper on healing ourselves. So that's why, I created 2 courses. I started out with Mastering Animal Communication, and then I wanted to dive into going deeper to help people heal before they really try to connect with their animals that are in spirit and go to, just a much deeper level of healing. And it helps us, to have peace of mind, to fill that void, that hole in our heart that's left after we lose our fur babies. So it's really 3 steps to it, because we heal ourselves, we learn to connect, so we learn a tool, and a very important tool, and as well get some guidance on ourselves, because again, our animals are like guides for us. I mean, truly, the messages that I've gotten around animals and spirit and their humans is often amazing stuff. So, and again, helpful and positive, and it really helps us out in the long run. So, I wanted to get into explaining those 2 aspects, and I hope that might answer some questions for those of you who are curious about animal communication. Maybe you're interested in learning, and wanted to help you understand the different aspects and where I help people to learn how to connect and trust, and oftentimes heal themselves first. So if you'd like to have a conversation, if you're curious, somewhere in this live, there should be a link to book a discovery call with me, just to have a chat about it. Where are you challenged? What are you curious about? What would you like to know? How can I help you? So thank you for tuning in. Would love to see your questions and comments as always. If you're not in my group, Animal Angel Connection, please join us there. And we love to share the love of fur babies, don't we? And of course, I love to see your fur baby pictures too. So anyway, thanks again for tuning in. If you miss it, please catch the replay if you don't see the red live button up there. And let me know your thoughts, comments, or questions. So have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.